Today I'm going to be making a house in Bloxburg with under $10,000 and in under 10 minutes. So let's get started with what you need to do. So to start the walls, you're going to want to be far enough back to create a front yard later on, and you're going to want to go across 6. This will be for the front door and the porch. Then looking up, I'm going down 2, to the right by 3, and back up 2. Then I go across the other side and repeat the same thing, down 2, left 3, and back up 2. On this side, I go up only 1, which you'll see why later, but it's so that the walls inside of each room can be different. Then I go up 5, to the left 5, to the left again 4, to the left again 3. Then I go down 3 and down again another 3, which connects the entire house. Now for interior walls, of course you can change them for your liking, but I just did a layout for just a general idea. So I go over 3 here and then down 1, and I like to say that could be a laundry room. Now here I'm going up 2 again and back over 5. Now I go down 3, and that creates the front entrance. Up here I'm going back over 4, and that would be the living room, which goes up 3 here to create the bathroom. Over 4, back down 3, and that's the bedroom. Now that top space there I would consider the kitchen, but of course again you can change. Again, since I'm not doing an interior in this video, these rooms can be however you would like them, but I just placed some doors so that you can get the general idea of how a layout in this build would work. So I open up the kitchen and the living room and have doors to the bedrooms and the laundry room. Next, for the front of the house, I took these pillars. You can do whatever kind of pillars you want, but I like the way these ones look, and I set them up centered well enough for the front porch. Now taking a basic shape and using the cube, I lower the height of this to 0.75, and then on the side I extend it out as far as it goes, which is 15, and I pull it forward enough, which was 9.5 I think, to fit the entire rest of the open space in the front porch. So I line that up, and then I copy the item and then place it again on the other side, and then you have your front porch. Now I'm taking the traditional fence and I'm lining through the pillar with enough space on either side for an entrance up to the front door. Then I take the plain short fence and I go the same length of the other fence just to cover up the awkward spacing from the porch and the fence. Now I'm doing the front wall, which is cloudy gray for the color, and then the material I did was horizontal planks. And this is just kind of the base of the house. You can see I leave some of the walls blank for now because after we finish these ones, we're going in with a different texture and a different color. So here I go in with the color flint, and I use herringbone wood, which is like the front sticking out pieces of the house. And those go on either side along towards the back. Now we have to go and color the front porch, so I use the color pine cone for this, and I scroll all the way down the material for the planks long, and I go ahead and do that to both. I like the color pine cone because I think it goes pretty well with the other fence that we have up. So that smaller one in front of it, we're just going to go ahead and change it to the same color, and the material herringbone brick planks. And I think that doing the same kind of texture as the wall kind of looks interesting, but it's not too clashy with the rest of the build. Now for the roof, we're going to use the gable roof for these front pieces. And you're going to have to click T in order to place the roof the way you want it to. But you're going to go back 4 blocks, place it, over another 3, place it, and back down 4 and place it. Then you're going to go ahead and do that on the other side. I sped this up to make it quicker. Now that that's done, you can toggle the roof off so that you can see. But for the back roof, you're going to go in 2 and place it all the way across. Secure that, go back to the back wall, secure that in, and then the last one, and you're done. Now toggle the roof back on if you want to see how they go into each other, but then in order to do the porch roof, we're going to use the slanted roof. And again, make sure you click T, place it on only the outsides over the pillars and up in that corner. I lower mine just because it goes into the other roof a little bit better, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Now, in order to color the roof, I do black and then the material roof shingles, and make sure that you do the top part there the same color and material as the walls on the outside, because otherwise it's just not going to look right. So I go ahead and do that on both sides, and then same thing for the back roof, go with the same material and color, but on the sides you have to make sure that that top part is the same as the other texture and color, because they are different for each. Then I go and do the coloring and material for the porch roof. Now for windows, I only put these 2 instead of around the whole house, because my opinion on windows is they change based on the interior, so I can do that in a separate video. But here's me placing the door. I had to click T in order to raise the door, so make sure you do that because we did add in a front porch. So for the pathway, you're going to want to place a floor from right the entrance of the porch all the way to the road, and then for the grass, you're going to want to place a floor from that pathway to the edge of the house on either side. The placement of this does kind of matter in order to get the correct direction of the grass that we are going to put in. But for that path, I just go ahead and do cobblestone. You can do whatever you'd like, depends on your opinion. Then I do slime green and the mowed grass, and it's facing vertically rather than horizontally. So just to finish up the outside of the house, I go ahead and put benches, and these lights, I do 2 on either side of the door for both of those. And then I switch the light in order to put some up top on the roof. I just think they add extra physical appearance and light at nighttime, which is really nice. And I go and I take another light and I put those along the path on the ground. Again, I think they look really good at night, but they're not required. But they are under the budget that we have. For gardening, I tried to use plants that were within level 1 gardening skills, just because I don't know what everybody has, and I also don't remember exactly what level 1 gardening was, but I tried my best to keep it within that. You can rearrange them however you want. I tried to go a little bit messy because I kind of think that looks better, but I guess it's just personal opinion. You can always add other things in your yard too for plants. It really doesn't matter. Here's me jumping. So as you can see, we stayed under $10,000 and we have some extra room. So that is pretty exciting, meaning you can always add more to the front yard, to the back, whatever you'd like, windows, anything. But if you'd like to see me decorate the rest of this house, I can do another video on that. Just let me know. Thank you very much for watching.